Hello everyone, this is Lo-Fi Tarot. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another timeless speaker card reading. So if you notice, I have been using this more simplistic setup, and I'm sorry if the lighting is not very good, but I have to change the setup because I cannot sit in my usual desk or altar for now, because I have back and neck pain due to doing a lot of readings with the aircon in my room blowing right onto my back. So all this time I have been doing readings for hours with the aircon right behind me. So I got this neck pain and discomfort, so I have to change the setup. So I hope you guys don't mind. So anyway, today's speaker card is going to be a really special one, because this is going to be another collaborative speaker card, and the topic that we are going to talk about today is also very special. So I am collaborating today with the lovely Saoirse from Saffron Tarot. I hope I spell your name and your channel right, Saoirse. I'm sorry if I butcher it, but yeah, I'm going to collaborate with her, and we are going to present the topic of spirit guidance, where the spirit is guiding you to, what action the spirit wants you to take. So Saoirse is going to do a more general reading of where the spirit is nudging you to. So to what direction your spirit guides wants you to go. For me, I'm going to do a more specific topic. So my topic is focus more on course correction. So if you feel like you have messed up in the past, like you have made poor choices or reckless, you have taken reckless action because of maybe emotion, you got emotional, or maybe you didn't have time to really cool down and think about your decision, and you made poor decision, and you still feel the the negative consequences until now. This reading is going to channel the spirit message on how or what you can do to improve the situation, what you can do to redeem yourself, what you can do to get out of the mess you got yourself into. Okay, so I don't know how I'm going to title this video. Maybe I will title it I made a mess, now what? Not a very popular title, but I'm going to work something out. So yeah, I am going to link Saffron Tarot Saoirse's video down below in the description box and in the comment section. So make sure you check out her reading as well to get a more general reading on where the spirit wants you to go. And also check out her channel, because Saoirse is currently one of my most favorite tarot reader, because she often cover topics that are not very generic, that are relatable to our daily lives, but we cannot find those topics on YouTube. So it's kind of funny how I found her channel. So I was watching this speaker card reading, and you know that there were other videos listed below the video that we watch, suggesting similar videos, and I saw her video there title why you are struggling to get out of bed, and I was, oh my word, like that was the question I have been asking and wondering about, driving myself crazy about for the last like 3 or 4 years, and I haven't been able to find a single pick a card reading on YouTube that talk about that. And there was she with that video, and I click it right away and I check out her channel, and there are many pick a cards that really answer my question, because I have a lot of question about feeling stuck, feeling lonely, and about what is the good in my current situation, all that, those kind of stuff. And those are not very popular pick a card topics, but she has it all there. So yeah, I contact her and we agreed to do this collab. So yeah, check out her video and check out her channel. Okay, so let's get started. So we have 3 piles here as usual. This is pile number 1, 2, and 3. So if you prefer to choose purely with intuition without any objects, go ahead. Or you can also pick a specific pile number if you like to choose or feel drawn to a specific number. And if you still need some help in choosing the piles, I do have some BTS stickers here, so I'm going to shuffle them and see which sticker fall on which pile, and you can use them to choose your pile. Okay, oh, sorry, that was 3. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to throw these stickers and see where they land. Okay, that's number 1 right there. You got Jin. That's number 2. You got Jimin. And that's number 3. I think this is Suga. Okay, so let me show you the close up. Yeah, this is for number 1. Love Yourself. Well, actually all of them are from the Love Yourself album. So this is Jimin and this is Suga. Alright, so choose your pile. And actually I am going to start differently today, and I will start from pile number 3 first. So the timestamp as usual will be in the description box below in the comment section, and I will see you in your respective pile. Hello there, pile number 3. So if you chose the 3rd pile, or if you are drawn to this sticker right here, this is going to be your reading on spirit's guidance and course correction for when you make a poor choice and want to get back on track. So like I said in the intro, if you skip it, this is a collaborative pick a card reading with the lovely Saffron Tarot, one of my most favorite tarot reader these days. And we both are talking about the same topic today, about spirit guidance and direction. Saffron Tarot is doing a reading, a more general, broader reading on what the spirit is nudging you towards, what direction the spirit wants you to take in your life for your highest good. And I'm going to be talking about a more specific topic for those of you who feel like you have made a poor choice in the past and you still feel the repercussion or consequences of that choice, and you want to know how you can get out of the mess, how you can rectify the mistake, or how you can redeem yourself or improve the situation. Okay, so the link to Saffron's tarot video is down below in the description box and in the comment section. So please make sure that you check her video as well, so that you can get both a broader and a more specific reading on what the spirit wants you to do, what is the spirit guidance and course correction for you. Okay, so we are going to lay down these pre-shuffle pre-pull oracle cards. These will answer what poor choice that you have made that caused you to be in this situation. So before we begin, I just want to say that if you feel drawn to this sticker for some reason, so this is a BTS sticker, and this is Suga, a member of BTS, and we have this is from the album Love Yourself. So you see that he seems to be mulling over something, worrying over something, and he is in this dark tunnel, but there are lights in the tunnel, but he kind of turns his back on the lights and the you know the phrase light at the end of the tunnel. So this tunnel is not really dark, but it's kind of, he wants to stay in the tunnel instead of going out. So let's see if this has anything to do with your reading. So where you have messed up, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. We have clarity. Let me trust my deepest instinct in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. We have the witch bottle. We have independence. We have power, full moon. And we have Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. So from these cards alone, I can sense a very strong divine feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you are a male. This is just an energy. So I think from this card, I can see that you are a very caring person. Like you will accept everyone who comes towards you for help, because you want to lay a good foundation. Anna is not, I don't think that she is mentioned anywhere in the Bible. I don't see any reference in the Bible to Jesus' grandmother, only his mother Mary. And I think this means that Anna is not a very significant figure in the Bible, which is like very masculine, God-driven, if you ask my opinion. But without her work, without her working in silence, we will not have Jesus, the Ascended Master. So I think you have been working in silence, pile number 3. You have done a lot of good work, and I think you are actually someone with power, independence, full moon, but you choose to subdue yourself. You choose to not you choose to work in silence. You choose to you don't express your full power here. You prefer to serve others than to I'm not saying that serving others is not good. It's just that you can be so much more if you want to. But you choose to serve in silence, to not take credits on your work. Okay? Let's see what this clarity card says. Again, let me trust my deepest instinct, especially when matters are unclear. Alright. We have the witch bottle, and witch bottle here is a potion. And a potion can be used for good and bad things, right? It can be used as poison, or it can be used to heal people. And this witch bottle has sharp nails inside it. So I don't know if that is a good or bad. But maybe there are some people who are jealous of you. Like they know that you are a woman of power. Even though you choose not to take credits of your good work, but it's like everybody follows you. Everybody acknowledge your good work, even though you choose to work in silence. You choose to keep a low profile, but you have so much power, so much independence. So with this witch bottle, maybe there are some things that, and especially we talk about instinct here and clarity, especially when matters are unclear. So there is something that is, I think maybe sometimes you accommodate people who are not good for you. Or maybe you have made you probably haven't made a mistake. Maybe somebody kind of jinx you or send you evil eye, or they try to discredit you for all the good works you have done because they are jealous of your power. And we have acceptance and equality. So this is about death and rebirth. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is my second recording of your reading because the first time I tried using tarot first and then see your oracle cards, and as a result I got more confused. So I just I start with oracle cards this time, and I have read the description for the explanation for this card in the guidebook, and this is saying it says that everybody, good and bad, rich or poor, they will eventually meet death. So death is inevitable. So I think this is saying that maybe the people who wish ill of you, they will eventually meet the same fate. Like their fate is not going to be any better. Okay. Acceptance and equality. So you have always been accommodating to everyone. I think you never, you are always you always serve people no matter who they are. So you are like this lady of death. The book also says about death of the ego. So you are that kind of person who already go through some ego death, and you serve because of that. You have more empathy and sympathy for a lot of people. You don't judge people easily, and you are always kind to people because you understand, because you don't have this ego. Okay, let me think again. Another possible scenario is that because we are talking about what a wrong choice you made in the past, and there is this witch bottle here. So maybe previously, if the previous explanation doesn't resonate with you, maybe previously you are this powerful independent woman. You are a queen, or you are a king. Like you have strong divine feminine energy, and before you were so proud of it. You are independent, but then something goes wrong, whether it's because of your own fault, whether you trigger somebody, or whether somebody is jealous of you. They put you into shit. That's why we have, let me trust my deepest instinct in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. So this is kind of saying that you should trust your gut feeling when you feel that there are people who are off, or people who are jealous of you. And maybe you kind of maybe you call people out, or maybe you overlook these people, like you show off your power, and they got jealous and they wish ill of you, and that has an effect on where you are at right now. And I think this card is also saying that it doesn't matter if you are good or bad. It's like everybody will have their own challenge. And everybody will go through ego death as part of their lesson of life. So whether this is you or that other person, it's kind of the same. So basically there is somebody or some people who don't like you because of your power, because of your talent, because of your kindness or your popularity among people. And they did something that screw your life. So let me clarify. Or before that, let me read what this Anna grandmother of Jesus said. Number 96, page 96. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundation for Christ's consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness will not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication, that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generation that came before, that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be one on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. The acceptance and equality. Another may be to gather women in circle each month. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. So this is about two very, very different energies here. One is powerful, divine feminine energy that is on stage, that maybe loves attention, that probably is a bit smug, like very powerful, very independent. And the other is this humbly mother who takes care of others before themselves. And in the middle, we have clarity and the witch bottle. So there seems to be two energies here. Let's see what is actually happening. So I'm looking at this card again, and this can mean either you have a great power, but you are forced to live a life of servitude, or you willingly surrender to a life of servitude, or you feel like you are not good enough, or you don't want to be a leader. Wow, so many different messages here. So take what applies and ignore the rest, okay? So I just want to know, to clarify some of these cards. Or maybe we'll just get into specific to see if the tarot card messages line up with this more general energy. Oops. So, God and universe and the spirit guides of pile number 3, can you please help pile number 3? Can we get a clarification of what area in their life pile number 3 mess up at that lands them on this mucky or muddy situation? What quote unquote poor choice they have made that get them into this mess? What was the mistake that they wish they can undo? What was the mistake they wish they can undo? We have the 6 of Wands. Okay. And the 6 of Pentacles. So again, a very different energy. 6 of Wands is the energy of a leader, the energy of the warrior. This power energy. Full moon. And if you know the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, the 6 of Wands is about a warrior that wins a war and they return home to the accolades of their peers. So he's riding on this horse and looking almighty and great. And to me, maybe for some of you, you have been like this in the past. You have been this powerful witch or wizard, very independent, and there are tattoos there. And it's like you are on center stage. You are this 6 of Wands, this woman on the horse, raring to go, like really celebrated. But then something happened. Your enemy caused your downfall. They are jealous of you. And perhaps for some of you, this may be a humbling experience, especially with Anagram Mother of Jesus, because maybe you feel like maybe you had been placing your self-value or self-worth on your achievements. And we have this acceptance and equality, and we have that the explanation in the guidebook for Anagram Mother of Jesus that it doesn't, if you don't have great achievements, if you are not well known, if you are not on center stage, if you are not a star, it doesn't mean that you worth less. So maybe in the past you have been maybe somewhat looking down on people who choose to be a housewife, say, or they choose to stay at home, raise their kids, they don't have ambitions, and you kind of look down at them. And maybe sometimes you kind of some of you probably in the past you said something like, women should be independent, should stand on their own, and those who submit to the domestic life is like, maybe you won't say it, maybe you didn't say it like so harshly, but you feel like they are pathetic, you know. And and some of these people are probably jealous of you or they are very they're very stung by what you said or what you imply, and they kind of send you this evil or bad energy that probably contribute to the difficulties that you are facing right now. So with clarity and instinct, especially when matters are unclear, I think you sometimes overlook the people that you mingle with, and you don't know who are friends and who are foes. Like maybe you are this proud, strong woman. Maybe you are this strong and proud woman or man, and you bask in the glory of your talents, of your power, your inner power. You do have a lot of power and a lot of talent, and you are very independent. And you kind of maybe you kind of thinking that nobody can hurt me. And so you forget, you don't listen to your intuition. And with this death card, I think this is like more of a death card. This is saying that even people who are at the top, they can fall also. Like it's like this wheel of fortune. So when I first, in my first recording of your pile, I got the wheel of fortune for this card. So maybe previously you are independent, you are powerful, but something bad happened, whether it's intended by some people or whether it's because of some unfortunate situation. Like some people want you, like for example, maybe in the past you hold a high position in a company, but there are some people who are jealous at you, or maybe you have a kind of a disagreement with them and they hate you and they blackmail you or something, so that you got fired and now you are a stay-at-home mom. So that kind of the wheel of fortune thing. Everybody, even though they are maybe powerful, even though they are maybe at the top at some point, they will have to go through the cycle of life, the wheel of fortune. Sometimes you are at the top, but then the wheel of fortune turns and you are at the bottom. So maybe you are at the bottom right now. So this is not entirely your fault, whatever you are going through right now. And yeah, maybe that's why you are kind of wondering why this is happening to me. Maybe you feel like I never hurt anybody. Why this is happening to me? Well, shit happens to good people, and sometimes maybe we encourage that shit as well. It's kind of we trigger people sometimes, especially when we are in the position of power. Sometimes we forget and we trigger people, and those people are the wrong people to trigger, you know. And you end up in this slump situation. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, this is probably your situation right now. You learn to be like this whole situation, no matter, even though it sucks, it's kind of humbling, because you learn equality. See, equality, acceptance, and equality, and this is also acceptance. So through this whole situation, you learn to share with people who probably previously you look down upon. You learn to empathize with them, and you learn to share your knowledge, whatever you have with them. Yeah, you have a lot of enemies. You are a very powerful woman, but you have a lot of enemies. And this is the reason why you end up in this situation right now. But in this situation, you learn to be more like not acting so almighty, you know. Okay. Let me clarify. The witch bottle. God Spirit Guides of pile number 3, can you clarify? So this is where you have messed up. Can we get a clarifier for the witch bottle? Three of Swords. Yes, somebody backstab you, or not backstab you actually. This is like somebody really literally sending you an evil eye, and we have nails here and we have stakes here. Somebody has caught you off guard. Wow. Okay. Can we clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus, please? Can we clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus? Anna, grandmother of Jesus. What does it mean? Why is it the pile number pile number three's mistake? Why is this card representing pile number three's mistake? Clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Knight of Wands. I don't know, I'm not sure. Spirit, what is Anna, grandmother of Jesus card is trying to say here regarding pile number three's mistake, or where they mess up? Can you please clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus? Please clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Please clarify Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Four of Cups. So this woman is not satisfied with the 3 cups here, and they reject the 4th cup. So this is probably where you are right now. You don't want to become a housewife. You want to yeah, I think you want to return to your state of power here. Yeah, it's like the same energy. Why this is happening to me? You don't want to be this unknown housewife, being of servitude to other people. You want to be the boss. You want to be the boss. But somebody has ruined that for you. Okay, my camera just cut me, but yeah. But let's get a different, because that card didn't flip. I would like to get a jumper, please, for Anna, grandmother of Jesus. That was fast. Okay. This is the Knight of Swords, but it's in reverse. So should it be in reverse? Yeah, it's sideways. So like I said, pile number 3, I think before you are this powerful boss bitch or boss man or whatever, but somebody kind of mess things up for you because they are jealous of your power, or they feel triggered by you because maybe you have triggered them. We are talking about what errors you made in the past, and this is the Knight of Swords in reverse or skewed. And the Knight of Swords usually speak about the truth, but when they are in reverse, they are speaking the truth in a very harsh way. It's like I said, you probably look down upon some people who choose to be housewife, who choose to be maybe it's members of your own family. Like you feel yourself like higher or smarter or more powerful than people in your family, even though these 2 cards definitely say something about equality, about how no one person is greater than another, even though they play different, they just play different roles. Not all women, not all people have to be powerful or have to be well known for their talents. So maybe that's why, yeah. But definitely this is where you mess up. Okay, so let's see what you can do to rectify this situation. So this card also talk about ego death, if I haven't mentioned that to you already. And ego death means, yeah, maybe before your ego is quite big. I don't know, maybe you have some fire, Leo, especially in your chart, you are bossy. I'm not saying you are a bad person, no, but it's like sometimes you are too demanding, too bossy. Yeah, too demanding, too bossy, and you are like likes to order people around, or you are a good leader and you are very powerful, very talented. But this card right here is saying that this whole situation, even though it's maybe not really caused by you directly, like you didn't mess up, it's just that shit happened to you. But this is a humbling experience. This teach you that people cannot be always on the top, and so it will help you to understand more of less fortunate people. Like maybe previously you are this boss bitch or boss man, and then you get to taste the other side of your experience. People whose lives are just like staying at home, not doing anything significant, or people who are jobless. And it makes you understand that they are not less worthy just because they are not you. They are not less worthy just because they are not you. Okay? So this is a very humbling experience. And with the Lady de los Muertos, this is the Day of the Dead. And the Day of the Dead is like, people often, like the guidebook says here, that people often sees that as a very scary experience, because it involves like ego death. It involves you letting go of something that you feel defines you. But when you go through ego death, you will see that everybody is equal. Everybody is not better than the others. And that can be quite scary for some people, especially people who think they are special. And you are special, but it doesn't mean that other people who don't have the same talents, they are less worthy or they are less than you. So let me just, before we get into the solution, I just want to read once again this card to you. So, pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty to death, the equality and joy of the underground. So now you are underground. You have gone from being on top to the underground. And as shitty as this may feel, this is like to give you a taste of other side of the world, of other experience you never experienced, to kind of humble you, right? To kind of tell you that you are not always the correct one, and to be more accepting, okay? The iconic Lady of Death with pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair has become one of the most... Okay, I'm just going to save time from reading all these names, straight to the message. Okay, here's the part. Yet death takes everyone equally. So it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes all. Okay? The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as just another aspect of life. Yeah, it's like just like you being on top now and being at the bottom after. This is teaching you to not be so caught up in your victory. To remember, always remember that when you are on top now, you can be at the bottom later. But on the other hand, when you are at the bottom, you can return back on top. So it's just a cycle of life, okay? In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life-affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it may work out better. So this is also telling you how to handle this situation. Just accept that you are now not the powerful woman you once before, and that is okay. Yeah, we have 6 here, and I just noticed 6 plus 1 is 7, and we have 7 of wands. So you were once in a position of power, but there is this one thing challenging you. Okay? Acknowledging, okay. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Yeah, so you are still in the slump because you want to get back to what you once were. But you are not the same person. I think it's time for you to cut your losses and to just walk out of the dark tunnel. I think you are isolating yourself because you are feeling like, well, if I go out, everyone will laugh at me because I used to be this very powerful person, but now I'm like this housewife or a homebody. But this is to teach you that being a homebody doesn't make you any less, and that God universe loves everyone, and that everyone have their own part in this world. Like Anna, grandmother of Jesus, she is unknown, but without her, Jesus would not have been born. So don't never look down on people who may not be as significant, may be boring, or like people you call boring or average. There is no such thing as being average, and being average is okay. It's like we all are humans, and we all must die one day later. It's like the same fate applies to everyone. So never think of yourself as higher than anybody else. And everyone have their highest and lowest moment. So when you are on top, don't forget about this experience, okay? So let me check out how you can get out of this situation. But I think it's already partly answered. You just accept this ego death, and accept that you are in this slum right now, and just continue living your life. Life goes on, okay? Life goes on. I will link the song down below in the description box because it's a song that BTS made when they were forced to COVID is the perfect example of this. Like, no matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful you are, the virus has, they don't choose people. Rich, poor, powerful, powerless, they can still die by COVID. And BTS was affected in that they were forced to cancel their world tour, and this devastated the members. But life goes on for them. They don't just sit there mourning their fates and wishing things could be, wishing that things could be different. They move on. They adapt. They adjust. And that is ego death. That is a humbling, kind of a humbling experience for them. So when things go wrong, don't stay too long in that dark tunnel. Get out. Get out. Because things will get better again. And if you can accept that, if you accept the lesson, humbly accept your lesson, you learn from the lesson and you move on and you keep creating, you keep doing what you are good at doing. Like BTS produced this underrated album B. it was self-produced by the members, and it's just showing that they keep going on even though bad things happen to them, even though it's not their fault. And actually, during COVID, it was blessing in disguise, because after that, because they couldn't tour, they made these 2 English singles, and it made them even more popular than they had been if there was no COVID. Because of this collaboration and these English songs produced when they were still in quarantine, it actually took them higher than maybe they could have gone if there was no COVID. So it was a blessing in disguise. So accept that life sucks, that you are at the bottom of the wheel of fortune now, but keep moving, and you will get on top again. But you will be so much wiser. You will learn a lot of lesson already. So let me get some advices. Okay, I'm going to use the ocean deck. So spirit guides, advice on how pile number 3 can get out of the funk, how they can rectify or redeem themselves for this situation. Yeah, gliding through currents. Just go with the flow, just adapt. Like BTS, they adapt to the situation and they turn it into their advantage, right? With all the singles, English singles that they release during COVID. The tour may have been canceled, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't do something else, right? So gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. With a different approach. Yeah, see, this is like the hangman energy. Before you have this outlook, you feel like, okay, I only have work if I'm a boss bitch, whatever. But now you see the other side of the life. You see that even people who don't have a significant talent or position in their life, even they play an important part. They lay the foundation for the generation to come. They become a mother for everyone who needs them. They become a service. They serve everyone who needs them. So that is your clarity, okay? Wait. Yeah, this is when matters are unclear. So maybe you don't know why you deserve this. But this is not about serving or deserving. This is clearly maybe not solely your fault. Like you were stabbed by somebody else. You were hurt by somebody else. But this is this is a natural cycle. And this is also to get you down from your high horse a little bit. Yeah, so maybe so if you are wondering why this happens to you, that's your answer. Okay, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. Yeah, this is what BTS did. So going inward, bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow. So they go with the flow. They adjust. They adapt. They change their strategy. They cannot tour. So they produce song that people can, or they hold online concert that people can watch from their homes. And it gets them more popular, even more popular than before, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have single-mindedness. That was you before. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So I think this is more like the what you couldn't see. Bottom of the deck card is always like that. So before you are having only one perspective. But now you can see things from the different perspective. So this is the blessing in disguise, in a sense. Okay. Anything? Just drawing you 2 more cards. Wait. Wow, this is 1 hour already. But I'm glad that I finally get the what is wrong here. It's not really your mistake. It's well, for some of you maybe, but like some people are triggered by you. Maybe you were too much for them, but it's not entirely your fault. And this is like part of your path, really, part of your path. A lesson that you have to learn. So what can pile number 3 do, Spirit, to get themselves out of this funk? Any additional message? What they can do to get out of this funk? Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. It's the same thing. Even the colors are the same. If you are feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotion. Yeah, you have been feeling emotional, right? You feel like, oh, I was this great and now I'm here. It's like you are in the dumps. You feel like you are in the dumps. This fairy come to calm emotion and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Yeah, accept things peacefully. So there is nothing to do at this moment. Learn the lesson and just go as business as usual. Okay, adapt, adjust to the situation, and when you will come out of this much better than before, because you have, it's like you have broader perspective. So there will be a lot more option for you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So I'm going to link the Life Goes On song in the description box below. So I think that's about it. I think the message is pretty straightforward. So that's your message, pile number 3. I hope this resonates, and I hope this kind of give you some comfort and reassurance that things will get better, and that all you have to do is to glide through the flow and to feel your emotion, to reflect, and to go to ego death, like to be willing to accept other ways of life and other perspective that are not similar to your own before. And it will make you wiser, and it will help you to know what is the next step to take to get out of this situation. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 3. If you feel that this message resonates, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. I'm just some clicks away from 1K, so please give me like, subscribe, and if you want a personal reading, my details are down below in the description box. And don't forget to check out Saffron's Tarot video on where the spirit is nudging you towards, because it will complement, hopefully it will complement this reading. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. So if you selected the second pile, or this, you are drawn to this sticker right here of Jimin from BTS, this is going to be your reading on how the spirit will help you to get back on track if you have made a poor choice in the past, or if you have taken a reckless action and it got you into a funk, and you want to know how you can redeem yourself or rectify your situation. Okay, so that's a very specific topic. So this pick a card, like I said in the intro, if you skip it, this is a collaboration with the lovely Saoirse from Saffron Tarot, and we are doing this topic of spirit guidance and direction. Saoirse is doing where the spirit is nudging you towards. So her reading is more general, while mine is, well, like I said, it's more specific. It's directed towards those of you who feel like you mess up something in the past and you want to know how you can rectify it. Okay, so I will link Saoirse's video down below in the description box. Make sure that you watch her video and also subscribe to her channel, because she is very gifted, and she also have a lot of pick a card videos that you don't see often anywhere, but which are very relatable to our daily lives. So let's start your reading. So these oracle cards, I use a combination of dark and light decks, will show you what poor choice you made in the past that get you into this in this situation. Okay, so we have the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, I think I will, yeah. No, I mean, it's the glare. I feel so annoyed by it. We have independence. Interesting, pile number 3 got independence. So if you don't know, I read pile number 3 first. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. You also got the second card from here. These cards flip together. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Oh, this is similar to the clarity card in the third pile. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So this is about taking listening to the nudging of the spirit. So you definitely have to check Saoirse Severin Tarot's video, because there is a word nudge there. So that's a sign. The Champion, Dreamcatcher, Release, and finally Hurt, Happiness in our hearts and homes. Okay, let me take this in. Oops, they cannot fit into the frame. Oh no. So, what do we have here? What is it that you mess up? So I'm going to try to clarify some of these cards. First, I want to read about the Dreamcatcher. Let's see, Dreamcatcher. It's supposed to drive away bad dreams, right? Dreamcatcher. Dreams come from our subconscious mind, and we generally don't have control over them. It's been suggested that they are the manifestation of our deepest desires and anxieties. The dreamcatcher has been a part of Native American culture for generations. They believe the night air is filled with dreams, both good and bad. The dreamcatcher, when hung over or near your bed, swinging freely in the air, catch the dreams as they fall by. This dream catcher card is asking you to pay close attention to your dreams. Oh, this is about the nudge. Keep a dream journal next to your bed and write them down. You need to follow the information you receive in your dreams because many of them will prove to be prophetic and provide you with necessary answer you must have regarding certain aspect of your life. Oh, okay. So where you mess up is, I think, you don't listen to the call. You don't heed the call. Because this courage is saying that it's a kind of a nudge. See? Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. So you have been nudged to a certain direction by spirit. And we even have heard here, happiness in our hearts and homes. So this is saying that everything will be fine. But I think you kind of shy away from that. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child. You have been ignoring what your inner child is saying. And we have pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. So the spirit, the universe wants to use you, but I think there is something that you keep inside, your power, your life call. 7 plus 2 is 8. 9. It's like you are close to bursting. You have been receiving downloads from the universe to follow spiritual breadcrumbs, and you may not know, but you may be psychic. It's like you receive a lot of downloads in your dream because you are the oracle. But with this dream catcher, it seems like you don't want to acknowledge your dreams. It's like you don't want to dream with this dream catcher. But actually you are a champion. You are stronger than you think. And there is something within you, within this dream that you have been receiving that you want to release, but you didn't. You catch them. You keep them inside. So let me clarify with the tarot here. Where you have messed up. I'm just trying to see if there is any reason you are drawn to this card. It's like you are wishing upon a star. You are reflecting on something, and you wonder whether you should take any action. It may also be that, and I just saw. This is like the polar bear, and polar bear is in North Pole, right? And true north. You are being called to do something, to go somewhere, to fulfill your life's calling, and actually you cannot hold it in anymore. You have been trying to ignore the call, but it's like it keeps calling on you, but you choose to stay in this hurt. You are afraid that you will lose the warmth of your home, your comfort zone. Yeah, this is the home. This is independence. So you are being called out to go somewhere, to do something. Only you know what it is. And we have these butterflies here, transformation. Your heart wants you to change. Your heart feels like being at home is not enough anymore. And you want to, there is a part of you, your inner child, yeah. See? The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. So your inner child wants to go out. This is like a childhood dream that you have been keeping inside, keeping under wraps. So let's see if we can get more clarification. So where pile number 2 messed up, or what choice they made. Yeah, it's like this Jimin here, it's as if he is wondering what if. So God, universe, and the spirit guides, please tell us where pile number 2 mess up. In what areas in their life they mess up? In what areas in their life have they messed up? Why it has something to do with the oracle. That was so fast. Six of Cups. Can we get more clarifiers? What they have messed up, where they have messed up, in which area they mess up. Oh, this is your inner child. Your inner child has a dream, unfulfilled dream, and you need to give it to her, but maybe you didn't. I mean, I know that this card is in the upright, but since we are asking about where they messed up, it's this. You are supposed to do this. You are supposed to chase your childhood dream. Release your inner child. Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands is... this to me looks like the devil, and... yeah, you prefer to stay in your comfort zone. Four of Wands is all about stability, achieving a milestone. But you stay there. And I have a feeling that with the different energies here, you choose to stay in your cult instead of listening to your inner child. Six of Swords, escape. Two of Cups. You see, you escape from what can be your happy ending. It's like you want love. Maybe for some of you, you want love, you want a partner, but you are not ready. It's like you go into hiding instead. Or I think this is saying that in order for you to get this Two of Cups, you need to take risks. Yeah, see? It's all about the home. Can we clarify the hurt? Can we clarify the hurt? We have Temperance for hurt. Temperance is about I think here it means learn new things. Learn things that so we have two women here. So usually Temperance is about mixing and matching different energies. So I think this woman is trying to teach you something here. Just picture yourself as this black hair woman. She's trying to teach you something. She is trying to Oh, she wants you to try something you have never tried before. To mix the old with the new. Mix what you know with new experience. Old and new experience. And I think this is also saying that if you are afraid to chase your dream because you feel like it's unattainable, because you feel like you are satisfied with this Four of Wands, you are satisfied here, you don't want to go to somewhere cold, even though it's your childhood dream, even though it's your soul calling, you can do it by mixing. Yeah, Temperance card is normally about mixing water and fire, right? So you can try by starting small, like doing new things you never thought. Sorry, not doing things you never thought. Doing new things that you always wanted to try, but you keep on postponing it. You keep on procrastinating on it. That's courage. It's like little nudges. I think this is spirit giving you little nudges to encourage you to fulfill your soul calling, because you have, it's like the spirit has been trying to, pushing you. Come on, do it. It's like that. Please clarify dream catcher. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you have been fighting. You have been fighting your dreams. Like you have been fighting. You have been stubborn. Clarify dream catcher. Clarify dream catcher. Yeah. See? I'm going to take this one because this one didn't put. Dream catcher. You are torn. You are torn between two choices, so you choose to ignore it. You choose to ignore your dreams. Instead of looking at it, you catch it. You don't want to know what the dream is trying to tell you. But your inner child have been screaming they want to get out. But it's like you keep finding reasons to justify why you shouldn't follow your inner child's dream. And this is the spirit trying to nudge you, saying it's okay. You can still have both. You can still feel safe and warm and follow your inner child. Yeah. You can still feel safe and warm, but following your inner child desire. And we have white here, and white means purity. White means being genuine. So there is a childhood dream. There is something that you know is your calling. It's your true self. But you don't want to do it because you are scared. You are scared of losing the warmth. You are scared that if you go to your true north, the North Pole, it's like you will die from cold. But this is saying, and this woman's hair is red. This is saying that you have enough fire, enough love, enough support to keep you warm while you chase your dream. Okay? I'm going to read from the guidebook for this champion. Yeah, look at that. The bottom of the deck. This is like you struggle against your own passion. Your own passion cannot be contained anymore, but you try to fight them. And look at that. You deny your inner child their dream. And you kind of coughed like you got jealous of people who go after their dreams. This is the Lover's card. It's like you wonder, what if I had followed that dream? What if I had followed that call? So, let's see. I don't know if this is about relationship. It can be about career. It can be about a life, soul calling. It can be about you shying away from a relationship that you can actually have with the Lover's card earlier, because you are afraid of commitment, or you are afraid of falling in love, or you feel like you are not good enough for love, or you feel like if you accept that person, or if you have a relationship with that person, you two will not match. But you will. Holy, what is it? Okay. So let's see what the Champion card has to say. I will protect you, and by doing so, this protects me. I will protect you, and by doing so, this protects me. Okay. So you feel like your dream is too big. I don't know if you literally want to become someone who protects endangered animals, and you feel like, oh my God, that's such a big dream. And you feel like you will not do your job well, or you feel like if you go after that dream, you will lose everything that you have. But this guidebook clearly says, I will protect you, and by doing so, this protects me. So if you go and chase your dream, if you give your inner child the opportunity to release their desire, their soul calling, your soul calling, the universe will protect you back. They will have your back. See, the courage card says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You can do it in small steps if you are afraid. You can seek somebody who is more experienced to talk about. I think this is also saying that you should talk to a friend, a trusted friend, a wise friend, so that they can tell you how to go after your dream without feeling overwhelmed. Because I think with your oracle is rising, you cannot deny yourself anymore. You have a call, a soul call, and it's like your spirit guide is like frustrated with you. They almost scream at your ear. By protecting our environment and all living things, we are essentially saving ourselves. Of all the Earth's creatures, only man has been blessed with the intelligent and physical means to rule the world. Knowing this, we ought to be compassionate and considerate leaders, championing the rights of those who cannot speak for themselves. Take a step toward being more compassionate to those who share our space and are vulnerable. You have something special, pile number 2. You are full of compassion. This world is a cruel world. It's a world that values power, safety, stability, and those, I'm not saying that those are always bad, but sometimes we need a leader who is not always about power. Sometimes we need a leader who can bring their warmth to people who need them. And this is a big call. And the reason you feel so conflicted right now, so I think you are not in the funk right now. You just feel like, You just feel shitty every day because you are not following your call. Because you know that this job, I don't know whatever this is that the Spirit is calling you to do, this is something only you can do because you have a pure heart. You have a soft, pure heart, and you will make a different leader than the leaders of the world. But the thing is that you are scared. You are scared to answer the call. And this is your spirit guide saying, you don't have to do it all at once. Don't scare yourself. Try the small things. Like try something different than what you used to do every day. Like if every day you just daydream and do nothing. Yeah, dream catcher can also mean daydream. If you always daydream, being in your head, try to start doing something small towards the direction of your dream, towards the direction of what your inner child, your younger self wants you to do. Okay? Well. Okay, I'm going to ask what is the Spirit calling you to do? What is it that the Spirit is calling you to do? This was at the back of the deck when I pulled the Temperance card. Yeah, this is the King of Swords. You are a leader. King of Swords. King of Swords is air, and they are cold. They are cool-headed. And we have the polar bear. So I think you are afraid to become a leader because you are someone who is warm, who is jolly, and you don't want to lose that passion, that warmth. But you don't have to. You can mix ice and fire. That is what the Temperance card is. You can be passionate, but you can also, this is about combining your head and your heart. Your heart is passionate, but you have, like, in order for you to fulfill your passion, you have to be patient, strategic, doing things step by step. And this is what your spirit guides want you to do. Like, if you are afraid of stepping into the leadership position, you can work your way there slowly. This is your natural talent. You are being called to step up as a leader. And I think you are being called to step up as a leader for the less fortunate, because you can see that you have a very compassionate heart. And Jimin in BTS plays the role of comforting everyone. So you can be a comforting leader, but also very strategic, knows how to lead. You can be both. You have so many aspects, and they want out. You have so many talents. You just want to become your best self. And your inner child knows. Your inner child always knows what you want to become when you grow up. It's just that, oh my God, I think my camera has just cut me off again. I hope you caught what I just said. But anyway, I think your inner child says, I believe in you. Your inner child knows that you probably always want to work with animals, or you always want to work with the less fortunate, and they pass the baton. I think your only mistake is not heeding what your inner child is saying, because your inner child is your soul in the purest form before you got conditioned by the cult, aka life, aka society. You are afraid that you will lose your community if you become a leader. But no, it doesn't have to be like that. You can have the best of both worlds, okay? Right. So, I just want to read this hurt card if there is any happiness in our hearts and homes, the heart of every home, the fire that unites, winter's warm centers, stories, love and delight. You are being called to bring warmth to the cold place. Okay? You are the only person, I think you have a Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is very passionate, very driven, but they know how to do things strategically. They use their head and their heart both. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth, the festal temple. I just got another message. You can bring this warmth, your warmth, to cold places, to places that needs your light. But you choose to stay home and keep the fire to yourself. And that's why now you feel like this. Now you feel like you are exploding because your soul refused to be quiet. Your soul has had enough of you overthinking everything. Okay, I'm not going to read everything. You can screenshot if you want. Should the heart card appear in your divination, you are being asked to look to your idea of what home and family is for you. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationship a priority. If there is a conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, know that protection is being given. Yeah, this is saying wherever you go, you will always have this protection with you. Okay? You don't have to lose your loved ones because you want to fulfill the call. So I think you are torn between your family, leaving your loved ones with your passion, and you feel like you are being torn into two, and that's not a nice place to be. But you don't have to. You can have both. You can have both. This is what the King of Swords is for. You can do things strategically so that you can fulfill your soul calling while also keeping the warmth of your family with you. I feel called to say this. Jin from BTS is now serving in the military, and he is a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius card is Temperance. And this is just my personal opinion, but he chose to go first, going alone, leaving the people he loved behind, and it's hard, especially because the place where he was going was very cold at the time, the North Pole, and he hates school, but still he went, and until now he was doing fine, and he actually shined in that place. He brought his fire, he brought his talent, he brought his love to the place where he served. Like, the military in that place made a lot of changes in the policies since he served. So that's what you are being called. You are being called to lead. You are being called to set an example in a new place. I think you have, maybe you are being, you receive a job offer that you have always wanted, but you don't want to leave your family behind. But you know that this is your soul's calling. I think this Six of Cups can also mean that you don't want to leave your home. You are scared. You feel like a kid again. But your inner child believes in you, that you will bring your fire and warm wherever place you go. You will succeed wherever you go. And Jin doesn't lose contact with his member. Actually, he still communicates with them. So in a way, they are with them. They are with him, even though physically they are apart. So yeah. Okay, so Spirit, what is the advice for pile number? Persistent drive, 11. Maybe you have been seeing 11. Oh my God, this reminds me of Jin again. He likes to draw sharp. Persistent drive. See what you desire and move towards that goal. See? It is time to zero in on your purpose. Aha! Use your intuition and instinct. Intuition and instinct. Temperance. King of Swords. Using instinct, using intuition, using your head to guide you for the optimal outcome. Wow. I love this. Pile number 2, you are a born leader. You are a silent leader. You are the type of person who is like Jin. He is not like Namjoon, the spokesperson, but he leads from the back. He is the shadow leader in the group. Okay, I know I don't know, like maybe you don't know BTS and you don't care, but I hope I can give you at least a picture of what you are meant to be. Okay. Oh my God, you got 11, now you got 22. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices. This 2 of Swords. If you cannot choose, don't stay in your head. Instead, tune in to your intuition, to your spirit guides. Silence the mind and listen to the little voice within you, the voice of the spirit. Okay, I think you are also very psychic. You are very intuitive. Like your intuition is out of this world. That's why you feel like you feel very. It's like you are very intuitive, but you let your mind screw you. You overthink. You are actually ready. See, you are rising. You are the oracle. You are ready. You are ready to step up. Anyway, what is it? Quieting external voice and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Yeah, what is being offered. So if you would choose to hit this call and not ignoring that little voice anymore, the voice of your soul, you will be surprised, nicely surprised. Like you will achieve a lot. Yeah, clearing the excess. There are a lot of baggages that you have. You don't want to leave your comfort zone. I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to leave and who says that you are going to lose them? Like even though you have to go to some place, you will still go home towards them. Like even soldiers have leaves, right? Vacation leaves. So you have nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be fine. At first it may seem scary, but it's going to be, I can say this with certainty, that if you choose to follow the spirit guidance, everything will work surprisingly well. You will be shocked. Last message for pile number 2, please, Spirit. What should they be? Wow. Okay. Purity. Again, that inner child thing. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find answer to your question. You know what is the right thing to do. This is your true self. This is your true call. Fulfilling your true call, going to your true north, doesn't mean that you will lose the warmth or the memory or the remembrance of the people who you love. And it doesn't mean that you will lose them. You will always be able to return to them, and they will always wait for you. You don't have to, it's like a lot of places need you. A lot of places need the love that you have to warm their place, their heart. And I think this is also saying for you to believe in magic. Like, if you follow the calling of your heart, there will be magic, protection, right? Protection, happiness surrounding you. And you will live the best of both lives. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this sheds some light into your situation. If yes, please click like, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below on how to book personal reading and other information, and don't forget to check the link down below to Saffron's Tarot's reading, because she is going to cover what the spirit is nudging you towards. And I want to know, I'm curious if the pile that you chose there will resonate with the pile here that you choose. Okay? So, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 1. So, if you are drawn to the first pile or you resonate with this sticker over here, this is going to be your reading on how the spirit will guide you to get out of the situation that you are in as a consequences of a poor choice or reckless actions that you have made in the past. I know that it's quite a long topic, but I don't know, I will figure out a shorter, more eye-catching title, okay? But basically, if you skip the intro, this reading is a collaborative pick-a-card reading with the lovely Saffron Tarot, and both of us are doing a topic on spirit's guidance and directions. Saffron Tarot is going to do a more general reading on where the spirit is nudging you towards, so what direction they want you to take for your highest good. As for me, well, like I just said, I'm doing a more specific topic on course correction. So if you regret something you did in the past that you know you shouldn't have done, or an action you shouldn't have taken, and you feel like your situation right now is negative consequences or negative results of that reckless action or poor choice, and you want to know how to fix the situation, how to get out of this situation, then this is the reading for you. So make sure you watch Saffron's Tarot video as well, to get a broader and maybe a different perspective on your situation, where the spirit is nudging you towards in general. And if you resonate with the specific topic that I'm doing, yeah, so watch both readings, okay? I will link the video to her video down below, and also the link to her channel. Please check out her videos. Her videos are really, really great. She is one of my favorite tarot readers lately, so yeah, check her out. So yeah, let's just begin. And by the way, I'm doing things differently today. Actually, I've been recording for the last couple of days. I start with pile number 3 first, and then pile number 1 last. I don't know why, I just feel like switching up. So let's begin. So these are a mix of light and dark oracle cards or oracle decks. that will give us overview of your situation. What what is it? What poor choices exactly you made in the past? Okay. So we have mirror. What is triggering you? I don't know if that is clear enough. I guess I need to fix the lighting a bit. Okay, I don't know if that is any better. So we have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Wow, okay. I think I need to read the guidebook on this one because I feel like this is an important message on what you think is your poor choice, okay? We have self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. Well, if you don't like the word God for some reason, you can replace it with the universe or your spirit guides or the spirit. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, support that wants to come. Okay, I see. So just a couple of words. Right away, I feel like with the mirror, who or what is triggering you as self-sufficiency, I guess you kind of, I don't know, some of you are probably introverts and you don't like mingling with just anyone, especially ones that you don't resonate much with. Because there are people who can, I think for you, there have been people who yeah, they press the wrong button and you several times you went off or you just kind of be this fight or flight mode. And some of you probably become a homebody or you go into hermit mode because of these triggers. But let's continue. We have solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Yeah, you have gone into hermit mode. I feel like this is my pile. I mean, pile number 1 is always my pile. So maybe this applies to me as well. I'm in the hermit mode, but at first I thought it was a mistake. But then this hermit mode is probably necessary for you to reflect on what has been happening. And maybe to also evaluate what kind of people or situation you should be in that will that will serve you better, that will help you to become your best self. And I also hear that the people that have come in your life that have probably triggered you to make the wrong choices, so-called wrong choices, because I don't think there is a right or wrong here. Just that there are some wounds that you need to heal, and these people push the wrong buttons, and it had made you respond in a certain way. And maybe you regret some of your responses, but that's part of your soul's learning journey. It's to see your shadow, what's in the shadow, what triggers you, what kind of people triggers you. Because those kind of people who trigger you, usually they mirror your shadow, the part of you that you don't like. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. But yeah, I think this is not about a wrong or right choice. It's just this is meant to happen. So you got into this this situation with certain people in which you respond with fight or flight mode, and maybe you regret some of your responses, but this solitude is necessary for you to reflect back on those moments. and to realize what is the root cause, what caused you to respond a certain way to certain people. Like for example, if let's say it's social media, not bullying, but like social media war, I don't know, Twitter war. The example I can think of is fan war. Yeah, fan war. Like for example, some people trigger you because they say nasty things about your behavior or towards a certain celebrity, or they trigger you because they say nasty thing about the celebrity that you admire, and you respond to them in a similar way. You retaliate because your ego it's actually not about the celebrity as much. It's about your ego. It's like you don't like to be, it's like your ego is being challenged. What you believe is being challenged, and you respond in the same way, which means you and this person, despite the validity of their opinion or the validity of yours, the root cause is the same. You don't like to be told that you are wrong. Yeah. So yeah, this period of solitude is necessary for you to reflect on what triggers you, and to look at why you are being triggered and whether you should be triggered. Maybe. But let's continue. We have the puppet. Interesting. Yeah, some of you feel like you are being used. We have labyrinth. This card is very dark, so oh shit. Maybe I should light it up. It shows like a kind of a maze. Like it reminds me of the maze in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but no, it's not exactly a maze. Like a maze is like I don't know, there are many, I don't know, it's just different. A labyrinth is more like it has a center. Well, a maze also has a center, but a labyrinth is more like an amphitheater. So this is the labyrinth. I don't know, but I believe that this is like the labyrinth of your mind. So the next card is focus. Number 14, that adds up to, that reduced to 5, and 5 is usually the number of conflict, right? So I think this ties with the solitude. It's like see beyond your usual lens, the usual lenses that you use to view life. So looking deeper into the situation, or looking beyond what you believe the situation is. Yeah. And for the last card, we have winter. The sacredness of pausing. Yeah, I think autumn is the time of release, and winter is the time of hibernation. So yes, you are in this solitude mode. But we are going to focus on what poor choices that you have made. I'm going to read from the guidebook first before I clarify this with tarot. Mirror is, ooh, it's page 50, another 5. So this is part of your transformation. You may have made a poor choice, a wrong choice. But the thing is that people need to go through trial and error before they realize what's wrong, right? So you may have made a poor choice, and you may suffer a little because of that, but it's necessary for your growth. It's just the same like learning to drive a car or learning just anything. Like if you never made a mistake, then you never learn. Well, actually, as humans, we can never learn without mistakes. We will make mistakes, and those mistakes help us to get to know ourselves better and what wounds we have that we may not realize. Okay, that hinder us from achieving our best self. So the filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. See, this is what I said about you in solitude, starting to see life from a different lens. So seeing beyond what you usually see in your everyday life, okay? Through our own projections, through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. Some of you probably have gotten bullied in the past, and maybe, like for me personally, I do have that wound still from getting bullied, and I was angry with myself because I couldn't fight back at the time. I thought I was powerless, or I thought I was powerless when I was younger. So when I grew up, that wound remained unhealed, and so every time someone become a little bit aggressive, or become a little bit like push the wrong button, or I don't know, maybe they just maybe they are just stubborn. Maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's about them. They feel insecure as well, and so they want to show that they are right. And I decipher that as being bullied, as being cornered, and so I fight because I still have that wound. So this is what the mirror thing is all about. And it might have something to do with the choices you made in your adult lives. Not just big choices, small choices as well, how you respond to people. People and situations can trigger our mirror to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadows and our light. Mirrors revealing the part of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experience or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? So this is a recurring pattern. See, I said, this is why we have the labyrinth. It's like circling over and over and over before we get into the heart of the matter. Okay? Could there be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? Okay, are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? Okay, so maybe the reason that sometimes you are triggered is because you feel like you got invalidated. So when someone disagrees with you, like in fan war, for example, or social media war, you get triggered because you believe that this person consider you stupid or ignorant. And if you trace back, or if you bother to analyze that, that may stem from insecurity about yourself. Maybe in the past, your parents think or thought that you were not good enough, that you were not smart enough. So that leaves you a deep wound, and every time somebody contests your opinion, you feel like they are like your parents telling you that, well, you can never see things right, or you don't see things clearly, or you always see things in the wrong way. And so you will retaliate, or you will snap. So yeah, that is deep. Okay. So that also reflects what you desire. Your desire is to be acknowledged that you are enough, that despite your errors, despite your sometimes skew judgment or something, you still have good qualities in you. And if you can be assured of that, then it will be easier for you to not get off every time someone poke or push the wrong button, because you know that okay, I may be wrong, but it's okay, because there are still good qualities in me that my friends acknowledge. So what you need is to be acknowledged, to be validated, okay? To be told that you are not all, that you are enough, that you are not all wrong. I don't know how to say this, but yeah, I think maybe some of you, your parents told you that you are always wrong, there is nothing good in you, there is nothing that they can be proud of in you. But they are wrong, okay? Like, of course, you have certain aspect that you can improve, but it doesn't mean that you don't have good qualities. And once you realize this, and once people who resonate with you acknowledge or accept you as you are, with all your shortcomings, then you won't feel so triggered anymore, okay? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. Wait, if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we don't realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Yeah, so we have talked about the bad, right? Because this is about the poor choices. So people who make you do or bait you into doing something that you regret, that's because they know the right or the wrong button to push. They see you. They can see you because they also have those qualities. So they can see that you are insecure. They can see that you want to be right. That's because they are the same as you. So they push your buttons. And you fight back in the same way. So you are both the same. But we also see flowers here. So people that we admire, and this is what we often fail to see. People that we admire, we believe that we admire them because they represent things that we believe we don't have. But actually, we admire them because deep inside we have those qualities. They just have to be let out into the light. It's like people need to see them. So if you have been put down so many times by your parents, by your peers, up to the point that you only see yourself as not enough, as a victim, it's harder for you to see that you have the good qualities that that you see in the people you admire. Okay. To be honest, I haven't gotten to that point. I haven't seen what similarities I have with the people I admire, and it just so happens that the pile you pick has the sticker of Jin from BTS, and he is my bias in the group. And I feel like I have so little, very few similarities with him. As in, he used to be this, okay, so I think if you are an ARMY, if you are a fan of BTS, if not, it's okay. Anyway, he didn't come from from artistic background. Like, the other members have some experiences or some natural talent or some education in songwriting, dancing, singing, performing arts, basically. He comes from a family of business, and it becomes more apparent lately that his strength is actually business. But anyway, he was often overlooked. Yeah, overlooked, underrated. Like, he got objectively, he got the least lines in most of the group songs. The reason being, well, I won't claim I know the reason, but maybe it's because, like from the interviews and articles that I have read, BTS manager, no, not manager, Bang PD, the person who found BTS, okay, he said something about, I don't know if it's him or someone else or the dance teacher, but someone said that Jin was the stiffest when he first joined the group. He was the stiffest person they ever seen, because he had no background in dancing. Like, it's different from certain members who, like, they once had this quiz, and there was this question of, do you memorize your the dance moves, or you understand or feel them? And well, according to the members, the best dancer in the group says that they understand the dance move. In order to dance impressively, they don't memorize the dance move, but instead they kind of get into the point of the choreography. Yeah. And then they kind of improvise. I don't know how to say this. Maybe if some of you are dancers, you know what I mean. But people like Jin, who didn't have a background in dancing, they memorize like a lot of us. And that's why when he danced, maybe he was viewed as stiff, because he focused too much on getting the movement right, that rather than understanding the dance and let it flow. However, he learned. And the thing about humans is that success is 90% or 80% or 70% learn, not something we are born with, okay? Like, if someone has a natural talent in drawing, but they never practice, then the talent will fade away. I mean, I used to be able to draw really good, and then I never draw for like decades, and I cannot draw right now. I cannot draw properly because I never practice, even though I know I have a natural talent in it. I mean, my late dad was a painter, So yeah, so he practiced, he learned what makes a good dancer, and he tried to get into the mindset of performers, of getting into the beat, getting into the dance, getting into the flow, getting into the choreography. And over time, his dancing becomes even more expressive, even more, I don't know how to say this, but it's different. It's just different. He becomes even more relaxed. He even more into the performing itself, rather than memorizing the lines of the song or memorizing the moves of the dance. He got into the rhythm of performing. And now he got more lines in group songs, even though still got less than others, for I don't know what reason, because his voice, like his vocal, has improved by leaps and bounds. And I dare say, and it's not because he's my bias, but objectively, his vocal control is really awesome now. And he has he can hit these high notes in such a stable manner, and he emotes into the songs that he sung. He emotes into the song, so he learned all of that. What performing arts is all about, what being a singer means, what being a dancer means. So by the way, I have gone way off topic, but I relate with his insecurity at first, but I haven't relate to his strength in learning and mastering something he was initially not an expert at. Well, but I actually have. I mean, I learned tarot in only maybe in 2019. I started this channel in 2019. I stopped for about a year, and then I got active again in late 2020. And I don't know if I'm a good reader, but I know that I have improved a lot since I first learned tarot. And I don't know if this is my natural talent. I don't think so. Like, there are readers who are gifted, like true psychic. I just interpret what the spirit show me in the cards. Jin once said that he just his dance is just body movement. It's not real dance, and I know what he mean. I know what he meant. But his member told him, no, now you are a real great dancer, because he already got into when he danced now, he really got into the beat. Like he really feels it, and it shows in his movement. It's more graceful. Yes, it's more graceful. His dance is now more graceful, more powerful, because he knows what is the secret of a great dancer now. So the thing is that if you cannot see the good in yourself that you see in your idols, then you need to reflect on that as well. But anyway, yeah. At some point you feel like this. You feel like people can have a say in you may have this complex in which you always feel like other people know better than you, and you just like obey them. Like maybe your parents tell you that you are no good, that my parents' opinion are always right, and you kind of follow them, but your heart shrivels because actually you have your own truth. And this is what the solitude, the winter pause is all about. So if you are now in a place that is not so great, like maybe you lost your job, or maybe you lost friends, or maybe you have burned bridges, it's not so much a course correction, it's actually the course that you need to take for you to arrive at the conclusion that you can be anything you want to be. Okay, you don't have to mingle with people who, as in those people that you don't like, they teach you about your shadows. And once you learn about your shadows, you can learn how to release them, how to heal them, to see the root cause and how to heal them. Your insecurity, your wounded ego, maybe your wounded inner child. Like some parents who behave childishly or selfishly, it's because their parents taught them that. So yeah, it's just what we learn from others. Well, I'm talking in circles here, but I hope you get what I mean. But anyway, let's get a tarot deck to see. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that what you see as a regrettable decision or action happens so that you can learn something from it. Happens so that you can see, oh, okay, this is where I need to improve. This is where I need to heal. It's what the most important thing that you should know is that it's not a wrong decision. It had to happen. Okay, it had to happen. And going back to Jin, I think, I don't know, like I said, his natural talent is actually business. And I don't know if he ever felt that he was in the wrong career in those early days when he felt like, when he got the least amount of lines, when he always become a backup dancer instead of taking center stage. I mean, if he ever wondered if this is my path. But the thing is that those experiences where he felt like he was in the wrong path taught him that actually those moments maybe taught him to look inside himself and find that inner power that he can become whatever he wants to become. Just like Harry Potter, when he was sorted into Gryffindor, he had a natural Slytherin qualities, like smart, witty. He is a good liar as well if necessary, but he chose to be a Gryffindor, and he learned the qualities of Gryffindor. So pile number one, this is not about a wrong or right choice. This is about you making those bad decision or taken those regrettable action so that you can arrive in a place where you see these repeating patterns, this labyrinth, where you can where you can pause and reflect on why this is keep happening to me, why this is repeating. Like a puppet doll, right? Like the puppet doll only move according to what the puppeteer wants. And maybe you feel like, why this is keep repeating? And that actually will make you realize that you can take back control over your own life instead of letting people's influence, external influence, shape you into something else. So I said something about you keep getting triggered because of some childhood wound in the past, because you believe that you are insecure, because you believe that that you are not good enough. And that's why when people remotely suggest that you are wrong or your opinion is a little bit skewed, you become triggered because you believe that, because inside your heart you feel like you need to defend yourself because you believe that you are not good enough. But if you believe that you are good enough, you don't have to be so defensive. You can accept other people's different opinion while still maintaining your own, because you have a confidence that your value, your worth doesn't depend on whether you get something right or whether you get things right. Okay, so maybe you have parents who wants you to become an overachiever, and you somehow fail to meet that expectation because you are meant to be someone else. You are not meant to be someone that they shape you or they expect you to be. So if right now you pull yourself aware, or you push away people who trigger you, and you get into this solitude and you get into this spiral of labyrinth, it is meant for you to eventually come into a realization when you get into the center. Like, I think you are somehow in this labyrinth, you are still lost. You are still lost as to whether you should go left or right, or whether I made a wrong turn, right? So this is your life, and it's like a pattern that goes over and over, and you are wondering why everywhere I go, I keep encountering the same people, the same lesson, the same unfortunate experience. Now the answer is within you, within your heart. And when you eventually find the reason, you can heal that core wound and become your true self, free from the people who have got you confused. I think your parents have gotten you confused as to what is right and what is wrong. Like, maybe you believe that you have made poor choices in the past because other people make you believe that those choices are wrong choices, when actually it's probably taking you into a realization that you are supposed to do something else very different entirely. So this is not so much a course. This is a course correction, but not because not because currently you are on the wrong path. It's because the Spirit wants you to realize what you feel is right for you. Okay? So if you feel like so this can go any other way. So if you eventually realize that, oh, okay, I think my parents were right, I was supposed to take this path, then that's your truth as well. But if you believe, if you come into this realization that what you are meant to do is something different, and that's why you keep getting lost, because you haven't realized what is your soul purpose, who is the true you actually. And so you are thrown into this situation. You were supposed to make those quote unquote wrong choices so that you realize who you truly are, what you want, what you don't want, and what you want to become. Okay? Free from external influences in this puppet card. Wow, okay. I hope I don't confuse you, okay? I hope your spirit guides will help you in understanding my explanation. So I feel like using my vampire tarot deck today. I tried using them for the other piles but it didn't quite work out. But let's see if it will work out in your house. So the if you admire some people and you feel like you are nothing like them, I think look again look again into yourself, because I believe that the qualities you admire in those people, because we are drawn to people who are like us. I know that there is this saying, opposites attract, but actually we are drawn to people. We admire certain qualities in certain people because we want to have those qualities, and we can have those qualities. It's in us. The power is in us. All right. So I just want to know what is the poor choice you make. Spirit guides, can you explain to pile number 1 about the nature of their poor choices? I just want to know in what area in your life you make that poor choices. Oh, sorry, no, I'm not counting that. That's the card from previous reading. In what area pile number 1 make their poor choices? I don't know, but this one wants to come out. 6 of Swords. This is just confirming. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, the poor choice is meant to be so that you can get away. 6 of Swords is a card of taking a break, taking a rest, feeling balance, right? Feeling balance. So I think all this time you made all those wrong choices because you keep following the same path that you believe you should follow. But the thing is that path is not yours. That path is the path that other people shaped for you, or other people told you should take. So you got thrown into this situation because the Spirit wants you to reflect. Well, was that path that you have just left, or what was the thing you regret? Like, do you really regret it? Do you really regret it? So yeah, so what might be like a wrong choice to you actually may be the right choice, because they are helping you to understand yourself more outside of external influence. So this is about quieting the mind, going into hibernation, and spending time with yourself, with the labyrinth of your heart. What is it that will make you happy? So like I said, mirror is also reflecting the good things. So if you admire certain people's life, if you admire certain people's achievements, then maybe those are the path that actually you should take. That maybe that's actually your destiny as well. Okay, but let's continue. What wrong path? In what area? Pile number 1, so-called mess up. In what area they mess up? Quote unquote mess up. In what area? Whoa, that's fast. In what area they mess up? Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is the center of the labyrinth. What is your passion? So again, I think this is not a wrong choice. This is the start of your illumination. See? And this is a coffin, right? So this is death and rebirth. Ace is a new start. So you close one chapter and you move on to the next. You can, of course, you can reopen that. Vampires, they are already dead, but they are the living dead. So if you want to go back to that path, go ahead. Like but only if you realize that it is the right path, and not because somebody else told you it's the right path. Okay, so you have to come to that realization yourself. There are two options here. Are you going to go back? Is that really the best path for you, or is there another way? There are many ways to roam. Okay. Wow, the 10 of Cups at the back of the deck. So actually, whatever this is that you think is a mess, actually is going to lead you here if you follow the Spirit's guidance. Because if you follow God's guidance, because God, the universe, is the one who breathed life into you, like your soul comes from them, and they already have your blueprint, right? The labyrinth can also be the blueprint. So you have to arrive at the center to find out your true north. What is who you truly are and what you truly want to become. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, abundance. Well, I'm going to have to recharge my battery. Hang on. So I've forgotten about the self-sufficiency card. Let's reread. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. Okay, this is what the winter pause is all about. To let things be, and to go into solitude and to reflect, to pause for once. I think this is also saying that the thing that makes you more and more confused and feeling like you mess up every time is you never pause to reflect. You never pause to reflect why you keep meeting the same jerks, or why you keep dating the wrong people, or why you keep getting in the same shitty work situation. That's because you never stop. That's the second meaning. You should stop, you should pause and see where the arrow points you towards. So self-sufficiency, relying on God. So you need to commune with the Spirit here. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. So, like I said, some of you have given up on humanity because you feel like I don't belong in this world. Every person I've met is a jerk. But the thing is that there is always a place for us. But the thing is that we need to heal those wounds, because those wounds are often getting in the way of us finding a connection with the other people. So it's not like you are bad or the other people are bad. I mean, of course there are really evil people, but they are very rare. Most of the time it's just that you are not seeing eye to eye, because you and the other person, both of you have your own blind spots. So solitude here doesn't mean giving up on humanity. It means you withdraw and pause instead of keep going forward. Pause and see what the universe is trying to teach me here. What is the universe trying to teach me here about my life? So that's what relying on God means. Relying on the universe and on Spirit's guidance. Doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. So for some of you, you are afraid of people. You are afraid of connection because you have been misused, abused many times. So this solitude is one, whatever gets you here, it's meant to, one, make you pause, and two, get to know yourself. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel happy? What excites you? What what excites you, and yeah, what you think is beautiful and good, and how you can experience that, and what are the hurdles that prevent you from getting there. So basically, the whole thing, the whole point of this thing is that you should pause. You should pause to find your own truth. Like, why you cannot connect with these people? What is the core problem? And once you find that core problem, you can heal it. So whether it's insecurity, whether it's a wounded ego, wounded inner child, and this is for another time. But once you got into this pause hibernation mode, and you find that you reflect and you trace back all the turns that you have made in your life, you trace back to its source. Oh God, I hate it that I cannot make you see this. Oh my God, it's not getting any better. So yeah, you can see that, the labyrinth, yeah. So you are meant to reflect back on your life, why you are afraid of people. Are those the faults of those people, or are they just mirroring back what you don't like about yourself? And once you heal that, once you resolve that part of yourself that you don't like, bring it from the shadow into the light, and saying, I forgive you, I love you, and it's okay, we are safe, things like that. Whether it's a wound inflicted by your parents or a wound from your younger days, it's like you are forced to face your biggest fear, your biggest your most sensitive button. Look it in the eye and say, okay, I see you now. I understand now why you made me do all those actions, why I did all those fight or flight mode, why I got off angry so easily. It's because of you, but I don't blame you, because this is you saying to your shadow self, I don't blame you because you are a product of my past. And now I'm declaring myself free, and I know that I am good enough, even though I have many shortcomings. And once I admit that I am good enough, that I deserve of love, I will be more accommodating. It's automatic. You will be more accommodating to people. You will be less triggered by people, because you already love yourself and you accept your shadow and you feel like you are enough. And if you feel like you are enough, you don't need validation from others. And because you don't need validation from others, what others say will not trigger you. Okay? Wow. I should link you to my shadow self pick a card. So let me see. What is this? Maybe I should check the guidebook on this labyrinth. Okay, labyrinth. The labyrinth represents a journey to our own center. Yeah, this is the focus. And back again into the world. Yes, you need this solitude to find out why my life has been shitty. Is it those people, or is it something in me? and to resolve that issue and find the good in you so that you can get back out into the world with fresh perspective about yourself and about the world. And once you realize that the thing that made you make all these wrong choices are not entirely your fault, and you realize that you have these other qualities that are admirable, you can go out back into the world more confidently, more open, more loving, and all the right people will come into your life. Okay? So, labyrinths have long been used as meditation and prayer tools. As a metaphor for life's journey, we can walk the labyrinth either spiritually, mentally, or in actual fact. It is a symbol that creates a sacred space and place and takes us out of our ego to that which is within. Yeah, ego again. Basically, the labyrinth is also a metaphor for the journey to the center of our deeper self, then back out into the world with a heightened understanding of who we are. See? It's high time you got reacquaintance with the inner you, yeah, the real you. So just want to clarify, what is your trigger? What is the mirror? Please clarify. The Hangman, but it's in reverse. Yeah, you refuse to see. So I think the mirror can be anything, because there are so many of you here, but the thing is that you refuse to see it. That's why you see this world as a dangerous place, because you don't realize that it's not the world is dangerous. It's you who feel like powerless and who feel like you have no place in the world. Oh my God, this glare. I'm so sorry. Right. Yeah. So you have been bashing your head against a brick wall, but what the spirit wants you to do is to get quiet, to surrender to the current situation, no matter how shitty it is, so that you can eventually starting to realize, okay, I think the problem is so much deeper than that. It's not on surface level. Okay, so this reading is quite long already, so I'm going to go straight into the advice on how you should course correct yourself. So I think with Jin here, I think he learned that even though he didn't plan to become a member of a boy band, he kept going, and he did a lot of self-reflection, and he realized that actually this path that he didn't expect to take was actually his destiny. So yeah, your destiny may be something that is completely different from what you thought should be your destiny. Okay. This is really deep, I know, but I hope you resonate. Well, I hope that most of you will pick the other piles, because this looks like my pile. But anyway, what's the advice for pile number 1, Spirit, on how to course correct, how to make this situation better? How to make this situation better for pile number 1, please? How to make this situation better for them? Advice. Come together. Oh, wow. This is back out into the world. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team help get the job done. So you are not meant to isolate yourself. But I think this come together is, I believe that this is saying that there will be people who will enter your life, that will help you in this journey of self-discovery, help you to get rid of the brainwashing that you probably experienced when you were young. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow. Okay, if you are feeling confused, the labyrinth again, this fairy comes to calm emotion and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So yeah, this all talk about pause, winter, focus, hangman, moon energy. It's all the energy of stopping, pausing, resting. Like the moon energy is comes at night, and night is a time to rest, to reflect. So you have never taken time to reflect. Maybe that's your only mistake, but that's why it took you so long. Like the universe have to repeat the lesson over and over and over until you eventually meet this roadblock that you cannot remove, so that you can stop, pause, reflect, and heal, and then you go back into the world. So I think you need people. So if you have anybody that you don't feel triggered with, anybody who make you feel safe, talk to them. Okay, talk to them, because they can tell you your good qualities as well as your bad qualities. So find people with whom you feel like you can talk taboo things with them, so that they can help you see what is wrong. Okay, people who are not triggering, people who are not condescending, people who are not who won't make you feel like you are a child. Okay, so advice spirit for pile number 1 on how they can course correct themselves, please. What they should do to course correct. Childlike devotion, number 55 again. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. Exactly. You are not just made from your mistake. I think that's what you need to hear. You are not made from your mistakes. You have to realize your beauty. I think nobody has ever shown you your beauty. Nobody has ever shown you what you are best at. What are your best qualities? They all point to your worst qualities, so that whenever you meet people, you always thought that they point at your worst qualities, when actually you have so many good qualities. That's why you need to meet with, I think you need to meet with people you feel drawn to, even if these people are not your usual crowd. But if you feel like you are drawn to them, you should hang out with them, so that they can show you the other side of you, the side of you that are not this puppet, but the side of you that that are beautiful, that are light, that are talented, that are fun. So yeah, that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope this resonates. I know this is already like 1 hour plus, but I feel like I need to take another card for you. Okay, spirit guides, one last message for pile number 1, please, on how they can course correct themselves, what they should do. Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Yeah, you see how this lady, there is very scary horns coming out of them. So this is about shadow work. And because this reading is already long enough, I think I will link down below my pick a card reading on shadow self. That is a very in-depth one, and it's a collaborative effort with 4 other amazing readers, so check out that one. So yeah, this is all about pause. So you are not on the wrong path, pile number 1. You maybe you have made A reckless action, yes. A rash decision, yes. But that is necessary. That is part of your journey to realize the wounds that you need to heal and the beauty of you that still need to be discovered. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonates. Please don't forget to check Severance Tarot's reading down below in the description box to get if you want to get another perspective. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.